Welcome to Spelling List 7. This lesson accompanies the Logic of English Essentials Lesson 7, and I highly recommend you do Part 1 before doing the spelling list because there's a great lesson on how you use the various spellings of the long O sound. Before we begin, though, I'd like to show you two new phonograms. This phonogram is O-U. Notice it says two sounds, O-U. And this is O. Two-letter O that we may not use at the end of English words. Go ahead. O, two-letter O that we may not use at the end of English words. All right, let's begin. The first word today is throat. I have a sore throat. Let's sound it out together. R, O. This is two-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. T. Go ahead and write throat. And now help me to write it, and make sure you're sounding it out as I write it. O, T. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the th and the O. The next word is sharpen. We need to sharpen this knife. How many syllables in sharp N? 2. The first syllable is sharp. Let's sound it out together. Sh, R, P. The second syllable is N, E, N. Go ahead and write sharp N. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sharp, and help me sound it out. Sh, R, P. And the second syllable is N, E, N. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the sh and the R. The next word is morning. It is still dark in the morning when we wake up. How many syllables in morn-ing? 2. The first syllable is morn, or n. The second syllable is ing, ing. Go ahead and write morn-ing. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is morn, or n. And the second syllable is ing, ing. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the or and the ng. The next word is breathless. After running up the stairs, she felt breathless. How many syllables in breathless? 2. The first syllable is breath. B, E. This is an E-A. Second syllable is less. O-E-S. Go ahead and write breathless. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is breath. B, E. The second syllable is less. O-E-S. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the E. Now, what sound of E-A is that? It's the second sound, so we'll put a 2 over it. And then we'll underline the th. And notice we doubled the S. Why did we do that? We often double F, L, and S after a single short vowel. And here we have that single short vowel. Now, what is the root word of breathless? It's breath. And what does it mean to be breathless? It means to be without breath. So it's less your breath, so to speak. The next word is restless. The boy felt restless. How many syllables in rest, less? 2. The first syllable is rest. S, T. The second syllable is less. S. Go ahead and write rest, less. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is rest. S, T. And the second syllable is less. S. And is there anything to mark in this word? No. But what is the root of restless? It's rest. And someone who feels restless does not feel like resting at all. They feel like they do not want rest. They want to get up and move. The next word is seacoast. Let's walk along the seacoast and pick up shells. How many syllables in seacoast? 2. The first syllable is sea. S, E. This is an E at A. The second syllable is coast. K. Use a K, S. O, two-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. S, T. Go ahead and write sea coast. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is sea. S, E. The second syllable is coast. K, O, S, T. And how do we mark it? We'll underline the E and we'll underline the O. And what are the two words that are used to make the word seacoast? The word sea, meaning ocean, and coast, which means the land along the edge of the water. The next word is dragon. The dragon has large wings and breathes fire. How many syllables in dragon? 2. The first syllable is dray. D, R, A. The second syllable is gone. G, A, N. Go ahead and write dragon. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is dray. D, A. The second syllable is gone. G, A, N. And how do we mark it? We'll put a line over the A. And why did the A say its long sound in dragon? A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. The next word is theater. We will meet at the theater at 5 o'clock. How many syllables in theater? 3. The first syllable is the, E. The second syllable is A. And the third syllable is ter, t, Go ahead and write theater. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is the, E. The second syllable is A. And the third syllable is ter, t, How will we mark it? We'll underline the th. And what sound did the E make? It made its long sound, so we'll put a line over it. And why did it say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. We'll put a line over the A. Why? For the same reason. A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And we'll underline the The next word is watermelon. Would you like a slice of watermelon? How many syllables in watermelon? 4. What is the first syllable? Wa, a. This is an a. The second syllable is ter, t, The third syllable is mel, m, e, ul. And the fourth syllable is on, a, n. Go ahead and write watermelon. Make sure you sound it out as you write it. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is wa, a. The second syllable is ter, t, The third syllable is mel, m, e, ul. And the fourth syllable is on, a, n. And how will we mark this? Well, you'll notice the A is saying its broad sound, a, so we'll put 2 dots over it to mark the broad sound. And A often says its broad sound after a W, as in water or walk. We'll also underline the and I believe that's it. What 2 words join together to make the compound word watermelon? You're right, it's water and melon. And a melon is a kind of fruit. You know, they're usually shaped like a circle, or they're round. And a watermelon has a lot of water, juice in it, so that's probably how it got its name. The next word is doe. A doe and her fawn walked across the park. How many syllables in doe? 1. Let's sound it out. D-O. This is an O-U. So go ahead and write doe. And now help me to write it. D-O. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the O. The next word is wilderness. We like camping in the wilderness. How many syllables in wilderness? 3. The first syllable is will. W-I-L. The second syllable is d-er. And the third syllable is ness. N-S-S. Go ahead and write wilderness. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is will. W-I-L. The second syllable is der. D-er. And the third syllable is ness. N-S-S. And how will we mark wilderness? We'll underline the er. Now, what is the root word of wilderness? You'll notice it's wild. Notice how the I shifted from the long I sound to the short I sound in the derivative wilderness. This is very common in English when you add prefixes and suffixes, that the vowels will change how they are pronounced. Also, you can notice that we doubled the S, and what is the rule? We often double F, L, and S after a single short vowel at the end of a base word. The next word is loaf. Mom made a loaf of cinnamon bread. How many syllables in loaf? 1. Let's sound it out together. L-O, 2-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. F. Go ahead and write loaf. And now help me to write it. L-O, F. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the O. The next word is loaves. He went to the store and bought 4 loaves of bread. How many syllables in loaves? 1. Let's sound it out together. L-O, 2-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. V. And then you're going to have an E-S. We'll talk about this in just a moment, but if you think through the rules for making a word plural, you'll understand it. So go ahead and write it, and then we'll talk about it some more. And now help me to write it. L-O-V-Z. Okay, and let's mark it. We'll underline the O. Now, loaves is the plural of loaf. And what is the rule for making a word plural? We just add S unless the word hisses or changes. You'll notice loaf becomes loaves. And when this F changes to a V, then we need to add ES. So again, the rule for making a word plural is we just add S unless the word hisses or changes, then add ES, which is exactly what we did here. And this is a pattern in English. It also happens in words like knife, knives, and in those words we will add the ES instead of just the S for making it plural. The next word is croak. Did you hear a frog croak? Let's sound it out together. K. This is a K. S. O, 2-letter O that you may not use at the end of English words. K. Tall K. Go ahead and write croak. And now help me to write it. K. O. K. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the O. The next word is vacant. The house down the street is vacant. Let's sound it out together and ask how many syllables. Vacant. 2 syllables. The first syllable is ve, v-a. The second syllable is can't, k. This is a k, s, a, n, t. Go ahead and write vacant. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is ve, v-a, and the second syllable is can't, k, a, n, t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the A. And why did the A say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. Now, vacant is also related to the word vacation. And when you leave for vacation, you leave your house vacant. Vac actually means empty. So whenever you see the root vac, it means something that's empty. The next word is canoe. We will take the canoe on the river. How many syllables in can-oo? 2. The first syllable is can, k. This is a k, s, a, n. And the second syllable is oo. This is an o-oo. Go ahead and write can-oo. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is can, k, a, n. And the second syllable is oo. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the oo. And what sound of o-oo is this? It's the second, so we'll put a 2 over it to remember that it's saying its second sound, oo. The next word is spinach. This spinach salad was delicious. How many syllables in spin-ach? 2. The first syllable is spin, sp, I, n. The second syllable is ach, a-ch. Go ahead and write spin-ach. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is spin, sp, I, n. And the second syllable is ach, a-ch. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the ch, and we get spinach. You'll notice this vowel is not accented, so we're going to exaggerate the a sound to help us create a picture that we can hear of how this word is spelled as well. And that is just very common in English, that when a vowel is not accented, we don't pronounce it clearly. The next word is fragrant. The soup smells fragrant, and it's making me hungry. How many syllables in fragrant? 2. The first syllable is fray, f, a. The second syllable is grant, g, a, n, t. Go ahead and write fragrant. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is fray, f, a. The second syllable is grant, g, a, n, t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the A. And why did the A say its long sound? Because A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. The next word is defrost. We need to defrost the chicken before dinner. How many syllables in defrost? 2. The first syllable is D, E. The second syllable is frost, f, s, t. Go ahead and write defrost. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is D, E. The second syllable is frost, f, s, t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the E. And why did the E say its name? A, E, O, U usually say their names at the end of the syllable. And then there's nothing else to mark. Now, I want you to notice with the next 2 words if you see a pattern. The next word is deform. The boxes will deform if you stack them too high. How many syllables in deform? 2. The first syllable is D, E. And the second syllable is form, f, or m. Go ahead and write deform. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is D, E. The second syllable is form, f, or m. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the E and we'll underline the or. And why did the E say its long sound? That's right, because it's at the end of the syllable. The last word that we'll look at right now is depart. How many syllables in depart? 2. The first syllable is D, E. The second syllable is part, p, r, t. Go ahead and write depart. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is D, E. The second syllable is part, p, r, t. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the E and we'll underline the R. Now, how are these 3 words related? You'll notice they all start with D. And what does D mean? So if something is deformed, it's not formed. It's no longer formed, or it went away from being formed. If you depart, you go away from being together and you depart or you leave. And if you defrost something, it thaws or it goes away from being frozen. So D means can mean away in these words, and that is how they are all related by the prefix D. The next 4 words are also related, and I want you to watch for how they're related. The first word is transport. The trucks will transport the materials to the building site. How many syllables in transport? 2. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is port, p, or t. Go ahead and write transport. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is port, p, or t. And how will we mark it? We'll underline the or. The next word is transfer. Dad will transfer $100 into your bank account. How many syllables in transfer? 2. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is fur, f, Go ahead and write transfer. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is fur, f, And how will you mark it? You'll underline the The next word is transplant. The girls will transplant the flowers this weekend. How many syllables in transplant? 2. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is plant, p, a, n, t. Go ahead and write transplant. And now help me to write it. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is plant, p, a, n, t. And you'll notice it's all first sounds. The last word is transmit. The tower transmits the signal to your cell phones. How many syllables in transmits? 2. The first syllable is trans, t, a, n, s. The second syllable is mits, t, s. Go ahead and write transmits. And now help me to write it. T, a, n, s. The second syllable is mits, t, s. And once again, it's all first sounds. So I assume that you have figured out what's the same about all of these words, and it's the prefix trans. And have you figured out what trans means? Trans means to go across something. So when we transport something, we carry it across. And in fact, port is the root for carry. If you think of porter or portage, these are all words that have the root port, which means to carry. And so to transport means to carry across. To transfer also means to move something across. Transplant, you'll take a plant and you'll move it from one pot to another, or from the pot to the garden. So you are planting it across into something different. And transmit, a signal is transmitted from the cell phone tower to your cell phone. It's moving across. So the prefix trans means across, and this is a good tip when you run into a word in your reading or in your spelling that you don't know the meaning to, and it has this root in it. You know it has something to do with going or moving across. Well, thank you for joining us for Spelling List 7.